the reading the data from REST API. Do you know what REST API, guys? I think you have that idea about REST API. The data is received and sent from server to server over the internet by calling with an API. The servers, whatever the servers, the Google or all the servers they are maintaining in the cloud, they are providing access to their data with the help of some URLs. We can access the data by using some URLs. So that we call as REST API, accessing data to REST API. Now the point is, let me just clear this, guys. So what are the data that I have shown you here? This data. This data I have downloaded from some website, okay, from some public URL, and we are working on that. Now I will try to show you that website. One second. Yeah, this is the website. Somewhere I got this URLs, and from this URL I got this data. So this is the URL. Just I copy this URL and paste it here. So it is going to show all the records. Just what I did is I just copied all the records and pasted into that file. You got my point here? So this is the REST API. Sorry, let me close this. Okay, this is the REST API. Okay, URL. REST API in the sense reading the data, accessing the data through a URL. Remember that. That nothing else. Just accessing the data through a URL. That's it. So we are copying this. I copied this URL into other browser, so the data got displayed, and I read the data from it. That's it. Very simple. We are reading the data from that file after copying. But now our intention is not to read the data like this. Okay, this is not the good process, right? This is not the correct approach. Copying the data, copying the data into some file manually and loading the data from that file. That is not a good option. What is that we have to do now? Can anyone guess? What is that we have to do?
Load it into some file.
So yeah. What we have to do is we must be able to read the data directly from this URL. We have to write the program. Okay, we have to write the program directly to read the data from this URL. No need. We should not copy, and we should not copy this, and we should not paste into any other file into our local file system. No, that should not be done. Okay, so we must, so only the URL will be provided to us. Okay, so we have to take that URL, and with that URL we have to write a program to read the from URL and create a file, or the program has to create a file, and it has to read that from file and create a data frame. Okay, this is what generally we do in our real programmings. That's the why that Python task I gave you, that reading the data from HDFS REST API. I will explain what is that. So this is the point, guys. Okay, so let me just write that point here, explain that. That is, REST API, reading from REST API is about what? Simply a URL will be given to us. So with that URL we must be able to fetch data from that URL and load into some file in our local system. Now local system, from that file we are trying to create a data frame. Why? Because data frame can be created out of file or directory, not from directly URL. Got it? So from URL fetch data and store it as a file. That must be done with a program. That must be done with, not manually, must be done with a program, and from that file create a data frame. Okay, she'll try to see how that can be done. Okay, now let me go with that. So I create one more here. Let me close all this. Let me just comment all this. Okay, now add one more cell. Fine. So there is, now we have to write a the first task is we need to write the program. First part is to read the data from REST API, that is from that URL. Got it? So for that, what is this Python program? It's very simple, to only 2-3 lines, guys, or more than 3 lines. But we should know what module, what ready-made module. We have a ready-made module for that. What module in Python we have to use for it? So there we have a ready-made module called as request. There is a module called as request. Okay, so I call it as JSON file. or JSON API data equal to request of, here we need to pass that URL. Okay. Mm, let me copy this URL and paste it here. So there's nothing but we're trying to read the data from this REST. I think is the syntax correct? Yeah, we have to use get and this one. Yeah. So request, what type of request we are making? We are trying to make get request here. Okay, get and the URL. We need to pass the URL, guys. Got it? So request dot request of get request and the URL. That's it. Now let me just print it. What is that we are going to get? Print type of JSON API data. Let's see what happens with this. Whether this works or not, let's just see. So what did we get here? So it is response. So we are making a request. So now we are getting some response. You can see this. We are getting some response. Okay. But just a response, or what type of response we are getting? Some response we are getting, but that response, the data is in the form of JSON, right? It is in the form of
Yes.
JSON. We must be able to convert it
Get
into
the
JSON.
JSON.
So
Mm,
we have to tell the this response, we have to convert it into a JSON.
dot
So for that,
format now.
yeah, not even, we can use simply JSON here.
Okay.
For that, we can import one more module here, because we have JSON module here. Okay, JSON object.
Mm,
We shall execute this and we shall see what happens with this. Now can you see? Now the class is list. So what is here? Here we have 10 records, right? Yeah, here we have totally 10 records. So each record will be collected as a, so all the records will are collected as list. Okay,
list.
so now it's a list of 10 records. If you want to see, just we can see the length of it, length of this one. That means we can get the list of, it is a list, right? So if you put apply
Yes.
length on it, then you get the list of it. So we have to get 1 2 3 1 2 3. Is it one
4.
more? Hmm. So we have to get, so it is into only, but yeah, we are printing type, right? One
Mm,
second, let us print it directly. There is an integer, but what is the value of it? Let's check it directly. We can apply length. Is the number of braces correct? 1 2 3, fine. Got it? Class of
yes.
int, now it is 10. So it is trying to read the, from that API perfectly. Now we have to we have to write those 10 records into a file in our local system. That's our task now. Okay, so let me just take away these two. Let me just comment this. We are not, just for understanding, we have implemented that. Now we have to write the same code to write into some file in our local file system. So what we have to do for, just simply open one file first. I call it some file equal to, very simple, open some file, open some file, users. So this is a statement to open some file. I call it as some REST API file. Okay, I call the file as some REST API. And in which mode you want to open that file? There are, when we
Yes.
open a file, we have read mode, write
Read
mode,
mode, right
append
mode.
mode. Okay,
Mm,
so not just read. When we go with read mode, every time for every record, it will create a new file and create only one record. We have to open it in.
right.
Oh, sorry, we are writing 10 records, right? For every
Mm,
record, again the file will be the existing file will be deleted and new file will be created and new record will be written. So at a time we'll have, finally we'll have only one record into that,
okay.
Right? A plus.
Fine.
append. We can go with
And
append mode.
append.
Okay, go with append mode. Now our task is, so this statement will open a file, no problem with that. Now our task is whatever the data that we have in this. So I do like this. JSON data equal to JSON API data dot JSON. That's fine. So we are going to get what? List, right? We are going to get the list. Now the thing is, we have to read each record from that list and write into this file. Got it? So we have to read. This is a list, right? This is going to be a list. This
Yes.
JSON data is a list. So we have to read each record from the JSON data and write into this file iteratively for some record
JSON data.
in JSON data. Okay. So what we have to write into this file. Okay. F dot write into this we have to write into this. What is that we have to write? Record. So not if it is a file, sorry. File dot write. We are writing into file dot write. But here we are going to face some issue. Let me show you that. Let's assume that we got the data of the data is written perfectly into the file. Let's say now what is that it is after the data
Print
is loaded perfectly into that directly
display
data
the
got
data.
printed. No, if you want to create data frame out of this, what do we do? Df underscore
Yes.
json equal to start writer dot read
Dot
dot
dot format dot
so it must be
JSON.
JSON record, right? Sorry,
Yes.
JSON
Dot load.
dot we have to
Save.
give this path. Perfect. Okay. Now we shall print this directly. Dot some show some two, and we shall print the schema also of this. Dot print schema. Okay. Is it fine now? So we shall
Yes.
try to see this whether this works or not. Let's see what happens. Can you see this? Write argument must be string, not dictionary. Not DS. DS it is nothing but dictionary. So here when we are trying to write the data into file, it is trying to say that each record will be in curly braces, right? Curly braces. So according to
Yes.
Python, if we place the records, if the field is of this type key value and it is placed in curly braces, how does Python understand it?
Dictionary.
It understands it as a
Dictionary.
dictionary. So dictionary can't be written into a file, it must be converted into a string. So we cannot a file into file. If you want to write a dictionary, cannot be written into your file dictionary object, it must be converted into a string. So how shall we do now? What we shall do now? So what we do is we must typecast it into string. That's it, very simple. We must typecast into string. Got it? Got my point here? Okay. How to typecast into string now? How do we do that? Very simple, right? It will be typecasted into string. Got it? Now what is this record? Record is a dictionary, right? That dictionary we are typecasting into string and we are writing into that. Okay? Is it fine? It has to work. Let's see what happens. We got the data as null, but we got some data now. But see what's happening here. How many records we have actually?
Two records we should get displayed.
How
10
how many we
records.
got here? Actually
Two.
10. I will change the file name to REST API 2. REST API 2. So now we are trying to write it in a new file. Okay. So I'm trying to show the entire 10 files. Sorry, entire 10 records. Let's see what happens. Okay. Let's check that. So you can see that here everything is working fine. But if you
But
see
two
this
only we
here,
get.
yeah, 10. How many we got?
Okay, we got 10. I think the spacing is there is a tab space between the.
Yeah, yeah, 1 second. Underscore JSON dot count. Let's apply count. Let me just comment all this stuff. Why? Because already the data is in file, right? So no need of this stuff now. So now directly we shall read that file and we shall count the number of records in it first. Even I will comment this. Just a file, reading the data from that file and counting the number of records. So how many records must be there now? The 10 has to be there. How many we have?
Only
Only
one.
one. That is the problem. It's showing only one record, not all the records. What could be the problem? Let's see the data in the API 2. Right, let's have a look at it. But every record must be written in a separate line. Got it? Every record must be written in a separate line. It's very simple. See this. So here we are writing the record, right? After
Actually,
every record, we should have a slash n. That's it, nothing else. We should have a slash n, nothing else. That's it. Okay. So what we can do is, instead of saying like this, I can use some format here. That is percentile. Yes, percentile. That is actually what we are trying to print string slash n. We are printing a string followed by slash n. What is that string? The string is nothing but string of what? That we can pass percentile record. Now I'm changing the file name now, record 3, because already some data is there in that record 3. And let's first have a count of it. We got 10 records. Now we shall try to print those 10. Let's see whether do we get all 10 or not. So now if we run this code again, how many records we have to get? It will read the data from it again. Okay. So now we have to get 20 records. We shall print the data. df underscore MySQL. Fine. Okay. Let's run this now. Yes. I think we got all the records. Okay. Like this, we can implement, we can read the data from this test API.